singer and musician. Sometimes work on documentary films and narrate them. I spent a lot of my youth and my 20s modeling and doing covers and runway and editorial, billboards, that kind of stuff. I used to act, but I've shifted focus completely, and I don't really do that anymore. I learned a lot by being on set and watching how things were put together, and then I learned about editing. I taught myself how to edit Final Cut Pro on a French short film, and then just kept making short films and videos, and to the point where now I just really just focus on shooting my own videos. We're living in an era, generation where things are not so out of reach. They're not as inaccessible as they might have been. A 5-year-old could make an album and a movie and release it on YouTube and be a huge star in a matter of a day and a half. It was 94. I had been sort of discovered and taken to Europe and was part of this sort of electronica extravaganza multimedia thing that never really got off the ground, but it was a good education for me. And it was based in Belgium and Amsterdam. I spent 11 years in Vancouver, and I was acting there for a long time. I spent about 10 years acting in film and TV productions, mostly American. Actually, I don't think I've really done very much Canadian film and TV, if at all. The odd show here and there. I'm from a lot of places, but primarily here in Toronto. I was born here.
Where is Toronto?
Where is Toronto? There's Toronto, although you can't really see a lot of it. It's Canada, the country of Canada. And but I also spent a lot of my time growing up in southwestern Ontario, Ridgetown, Rondeau, Lake Erie, that area, lots of farmlands. So that really influences me a lot, and it's where I kind of am in my heart most of the time.
This isn't about anybody in particular, but you might recognize yourself.
This is my quote-unquote first album. I've worked with other people. We've done, independent releases. I've been do-it-yourself all these years. I shied away from a 5-album record deal many years ago. I didn't really want to go down that road. It's ironic that we're doing this here on the island, Toronto, Wards Island, because I live here. I've spent a lot of time here. I basically wrapped everything up here and started the next round of everything on this island. Well, this particular round of tracks I did all on GarageBand. I recorded all of my vocals into a pinhole mic in the laptop. I'm sure it's been done before, but that was just the process I chose. I didn't want to go into a studio. I've been engineering my vocals for the last 15 years, so I kind of know very easily when I like something and I don't. It's easier to delete something rather than tell someone, can we do it again? But I'm used to the one hitting delete and rewind and layering them, and I get into a process where it's not just about getting the right take, it's how they work, all the tracks work, the vocal tracks work together, so that I create my own sound that way. And I like it. I'm really glad that exists. It's awesome. At this stage of my life, being able to release an album and have it seen by such a large community of people online, because it's specifically an online release, I think that's the biggest success for me. My website, mikelaj.com, is going to go through a bit of a transformation. The artwork from the album is going to be uploaded, and the basic premise we had from the CD itself, the packaging that I was designing for that, we're translating it now into the web page so that there's a consistency with everything. And then the CD itself will be available probably mid-October for buying the actual CD, but there'll be free downloads for a while as well. video coming up that Greg Middleton shot. He's a amazing cinematographer. He did Passchendaele and Fugitive Pieces, and 3 days after we finished shooting the video in Vancouver, he wound up winning awards for both of those films, and he had asked to shoot my next video, and we arranged it that I went out there. We shot at Lionsgate Studios. Everyone did it as a favor and portfolio piece, so it should be ready around the same time. It's for a track called Crypto, Anything You Say, and the composer is Andy Calabi, who goes by the name of Fat Benjamin. He's from England. We've never met, and we've been collaborating for the last 2 years by just emailing stuff back and forth. And so we've made a pact that this year we will actually meet, so I'm going to go to England and take him out for a pint. I'll be 44 on September 17th. It doesn't really matter, it's how I feel. Sometimes I feel 87, some days I feel about 700. It depends on so many things. I don't really go by a number, but sometimes it's fun to freak people out.